So the first thing I can think about that everybody seemed to laugh about was, okay, first, there's guys everywhere with guns. Just there, just in grocery stores, gas stations, just guys with big guns. And I thought it'd be really cool to get my picture taken with a dude with a gun. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to do that? So, I really want to get my picture made with a guy with a gun. So I went up to this guy who had a gun, and he couldn't understand me, but I was just like, picture? Gun? And then he's like, yeah, and he just smiled really big, and I got my picture made with this guy with a gun, and that was the first fun thing that happened. The second thing I think that was funny that happened was first day of VBS, we were doing crafts, and I had this little boy sitting in my lap. We were doing the crafts together, and he peed on me. It's funny, but I mean, I was like, warm sensation. This can't be good. And so I lift him up, and he just gets this look on his face, like, and I'm like, okay. And I'm just like, okay, what do I do next? And luckily, he missed my clothes. He just got it all over my shoe and my socks. Oh. So I had to baby wipe everything down. But that's the second funny thing that happened. The third funny thing, I'm gonna have to leave Rebecca to finish telling you, but it involves bad judgment on four of us' parts and running inside of a hotel.
Right.
But
Not good.
Just letting you know,
Lies.
we won, and we didn't cheat. Nope. Okay, and then
I could cheat every year. We don't even go.
me and Drew learned to listen to that part of your brain. Don't do this.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, then we were on the seesaw. And me and Drew, I was standing up on the seesaw, and Drew was sitting on one end. And then Rachel was on the other end, and she was up in the air. And I was like, hey, Drew, wouldn't it be funny if we both got off at the same time and let her just bounce on this thing? Because I was tired. She would just bounce. And he was like, no, somebody should get hurt. I go, yeah, I thought that. 5 seconds later, we're like, okay, on the count of 3. And needless to say, Rachel's butt got hurt. So, okay, those are just some funny experiences I had. But in all seriousness, I did get something out of this trip I never expected in my life to get out of. For those of y'all know, I'm going to University of Memphis this fall, and I was struggling on what I was going to major in because I did not know where God wanted me. And so I was planning on going into psychology, and I was like, well, this is fine, I'm good at it, I can do this. But when I got there, I started thinking about doing missions nursing and doing that for the kids. And when we were at the dump one day, we saw this man, and he had cancer all over his shoulder, and I'm sure some of y'all saw the pictures this morning. And I was thinking, gee, maybe God wants me to do nursing. And I didn't know for sure. And so on our last day back from the dump, I was sitting in the bus talking to Drew, and I was like, Drew, I don't know what God wants me to do with my life. I don't know what he wants me to major in. And as soon as we said that, we saw this boy laying in the road. He couldn't have been much older than you guys. He was 16 or something like that. And when they saw him, I got really upset at the fact that people were just driving around him, and they're like, he's dead, or they're like, thumb for some, like, he's blinking, I saw him blinking, and I was freaking out, and I was getting really mad, so we pulled over, and I knew right then that that's what God wanted me to do, was to become a nurse and do mission trips. And I knew that I wanted to do nothing more than be the one out there helping that boy. So that was the definitely life-changing thing. I just broke down crying, and I hadn't cried really the whole time. After everything I had seen, I kind of just held it in, and I just broke down in the back of that bus when I saw that. And it was not anything that was planned, and God was in every part of that. But yeah. Who's next?